How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews back with yet another review. Yeah, doing a little bit of Lagunitas Olde GnarlyWine review time. Now, if you've watched all of my reviews, which I'm pretty sure somebody has, but that's kind of weird besides myself, you'll know I've already done Lagunitas GnarlyWine. And I actually like it. I think the one I did review is about a year or so old. About, let's see, a couple of months ago, I got a nice little aged barley wine haul in the mail, and I received a 2009 Lagunitas Olde GnarlyWine, and really wanted to do it side by side, but oddly enough, it's kind of hard to get gnarly wine around my area. I kind of have to go out of state, and I was lucky enough to have a viewer of mine, Sean, awesome dude, send me one in a beer mail recently, so I am chomping at the bit to review this. I've actually been wanting to do it for so long. I unpacked this beer mail about 2 hours ago, so just gave it enough time to get cooled down to temp, and yeah, we're going to review it, so here we go. Basically have a 2015 gnarly wine versus 2009. Typically comes out around February, March-ish every year. This is October, so you're looking about 7 to 10 months old on a new one. It's still relatively new. And the same on the 09. As far as what it says on the bottles, let's see if there's any difference here. Literal release Lagunitas. The first sip is for thirst, second is for pleasure, the third sip is for knowing, and the fourth is for pure madness. 2009 versus 2015 gnarly wine. 11. Okay, the 09 is 11% alcohol by volume, and the 2015 is 10.6% alcohol by volume. It seems like everything else is relatively the same. The stories on the side, which I've read before, so I'm not going to read the whole thing, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, the only difference would be that alcohol percentage. I don't know if the actual IBU. Yep, IBU is exactly the same. 69.39 IBUs. There you go. So looks the same. The only difference, as you can probably see on camera, is this one has electrical tape on it, which is kind of weird. Because I got these from Michael, gentleman, the aged one I got from a gentleman named Michael Sue from Philadelphia. For those you don't know him, he actually did won a homebrew contest with Dogfish Head for a beer. I forget what it is. I mentioned other reviews, and bought a lot. It wasn't gifted to me. Bought a lot off him, and tell you what, never did an electrical tape thing on my aged beers, but every single beer I cracked from him, really not much as far as oxidation going, so gotta be something to that sucker. So yeah, let's see what this sucker has to offer. So let's see if we can do that. Let's do that. Center him there. Again, I'm gonna go old over here, new over here. Let's see if we can get this pour down. Right down the center, actually. Let's see what we got here. Oh, the older one right off the bat is darker. I mean, it's not even a question that it's darker. You just see it straight away. Not like infinitely darker, but in the pour you could just tell. You can see there's a bit more of a head on the newer one. Threw that one in a little bit faster, but even if you actually look at the bottles themselves, you have some cascading bubbles and stuff like that. So a bit more fresher, a little bit more effervescent. Pretty compact bubbles on the newer one. Nice, rich golden slate mahogany color to it. Nice khaki colored head. Really compact bubbles on it. The old one, bubbles a little bit. They're pretty compact, but not nearly as compact as this. I mean, it's almost like creamy compact on that side. And this has that golden hueish, just a slight bit darker, and a little bit of a haze going on. So this one, almost magnifying glass clear with decent carbonation. This, I would say actually the color is probably the same. It's that haze that makes it look a little bit darker, and a little bit of carbonation, ever so subtle bit of carbonation going on. So there you go. I mean, two of the same beer, relatively, well, I spilled all over the place. Relatively same beer here. Let's see what we got. It's American Barleywine. It's typically hop forward. So let's go with the new one first. See what she has in the news. Yeah, you're getting It's a nice, rich caramel kind of dankness. I'm not a huge American barley wine guy. I typically like them aged, but I really do like gnarly wine relatively fresh because there is a decent malt base there. So you're getting this rich kind of caramel notes, a nice rich kind of almost burnt brown sugarness to it, but you're getting a pininess, a dankness, a earthiness off the chart, and maybe even a little bit of citrus going on there. But yeah, I mean, she smells like an American barley wine, but my kind of American barley wine, with a really robust malt base to it. So yeah, smells like an American barley wine. Super nice, like I said, malt base, that kind of hop presence, that super earthy, super dense kind of hop to it. So there you go, it smells good. Let's see what the old one has. Wow, rich, so much richer in caramel. It's almost like it's like a caramelized brown sugar caramel, like you're cooking it down for like a toffee or almost like a sugar daddy-esque kind of nose on it. You're getting a little bit of that earthy hop pass, like I like to call it, like the ghost of hop pass, but it's all about the malt in this one. Super rich. Like I said, it's super rich. It's definitely like liquidy sugar daddiness going on in this one. So, I'm talking about lighter, and not just in a color sense, but more in a hop sense. And this is just rich, deep, dense, thick, chewy, caramel toffee goodness. So, but you get that ghost of hops pass in there. So sometimes the nose can be a little bit deceiving when it comes to aged beers. So they both smell pretty good when they're right. I'm leaning that I like the old one left. Who would have thunk it? This fucking guy likes old beer. But yeah, let's dive right in and see what this sucker, the new one has to offer. Cheers. Yeah. Pretty much what you're getting in the nose, you're getting in the mouth. Nice malt base there. You're getting that nice caramel. It's all about the caramel in this one. But you are getting that rich, deep, earthy, floral kind of hop. It's super earthy, super floral, bit of dankness to it, but there's really no bittering on the end of it. When you're going to drink it, you can smell more piney, resiny dankness. So you're expecting this kind of bitterness on the end. It's really not there. You get it a little bit, but it's not even close to even like as big as you think it is based off of that nose. When you get in there and you go to drink and take a little nose with you, you're expecting a little bit more, but you're not getting it. So it's deep, rich caramel and that nice kind of hot presence there. Like I said, not a huge American barley wine fan unless it has some time on it. This one comes out of the chute a little bit more like it, or the way I like it. So yeah, this is absolutely delicious. I forgot what I rated it originally. I'm not doing the whole rating thing now. I'm kind of talking about beer, so we'll do that in the end. But let's talk about this one now. We'll talk about this one real quick. Actually, I'm not. I just talked about it. Told you everything I needed to know about it. Dive right into the old one. See what this one has. Cheers. Yeah. Age, baby. There is no fucking substitute for fucking age. It's that thing, man. You just can't fucking fake age. You're getting really, really subtle notes of that hot presence that you had in this one. Similar, but super muted now. What you're getting here is very... To me, I'm getting... If you ground up, liquefied a sugar daddy, and put a little bit of maybe Dr. Pepper in it, you're getting a bit of savoriness there. You're getting that kind of what I like to call that slight raisinettiness, where you're getting a subtle chocolate, but you're also getting that kind of deep, dark, pruny, raisiny kind of fruit of it, but you're getting that caramelized brown sugar with some caramel mixed in there, maybe even a little bit more molasses. Absolutely delicious. I like this beer a lot. With age on it, it's just so much more mature, I guess the word would be. Just really nice. Nice. You can see beautiful lacing. And this one has decent lacing. I'd probably have nice lacing if the head was absolutely gigantic the way the one on the right here was. But, yeah. I mean, this is a perfect example of what age does to a beer. Didn't change it overtly drastically, but it just transformed it from a spicy American barley wine. I wouldn't even want to go spicy American barley wine because this is so far removed from a typical American barley wine. It's more like a hop forward English barley wine to a more old ale. So that's where I would put this. That's how I'd classify this as. This to me is a hop forward English barley wine. This is an English old ale in the vein of your Hardy, your JW Lees, things like that. So, yeah. It ages like an absolute maniac. In a really good way, which is what I thought. When I originally reviewed it, I said, man, I think this is age great. So when I finally got this 2009 bottle, I couldn't wait to do it side by side. And here we are. So, yeah. Really nice. So, it's so good. Yeah, let's talk about it, man, as a whole. It's a weird beer. This is a beer I want to buy by the case. Okay, let's talk about that. Would I buy it again? Abso-fucking-lutely would I buy Gnarleywine again. Like I said, it might be the best beer I've had from Lagunitas, in my opinion. And I like it fresh and I like it aged, which is a tall feat for stuff like that. So this is a beer I want to buy by the case, drink about a third of it, maybe a half of it over a year or so, and then let the other one sit for a long time. So I definitely buy it again. Is it one of the better beers I've had as of late? Yeah, man. It's just that good. It's that good of a beer. It's again, made well fresh, and age is great. You can't ask for more when it comes to a barley wine, American otherwise. Value and availability. I forget what it costs. I remember the original Gnarly one I reviewed. I paid out the butt for it. I think I paid like $10 or $11, which is kind of laughable because the bomber of a barley wine, typically that's average, but when you're talking about Lagunitas, you're usually looking at $6, $7. So I believe these were around $6, $7. Typical retail value, and that is just bonkers value-wise. And availability, like I said, in my area, you really don't see it at all. We just got Lagunitas over the past 18 months, so we're going to probably get some more. Maybe we might see it next year when it comes out, early spring when it typically comes out. But it's just one of those beers that, if you can get it at the price point that it's at, it's just a no-brainer, man. Especially if you like the age beers. This thing will age like crazy, so yeah. It's definitely recommended that you pick it up. If you've never had it before, pick it up and try it fresh. If you're not a big American Barleywine person, you might still like it because it's not infinitely hop forward. Like I said, it's about 7 to 10 months old. It shouldn't have shaken hops off too much at that point, but take that with a grain of salt. But if you like old ales, Hardy, Lees, old stock, things like that, even though this doesn't start out similar, it's creeping up there. I'd really like to try one of these about 10 to 15 years old. So I really think it would just become something absolutely fantastic. And if you like what? We like this? All the shit I just said. So there you go. Another review in the books, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you did or you didn't or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you want to check us out anywhere else on the internet, you can. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers, and all 4 of those places. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice barley wine right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.